Raise your hand if you've been recently blocked on Twitter by Dan Slott and have most likely not even interacted with him in any way, shape, or form, but have most likely also not even heard his name until now. Until he decided to block 10,000 Twitter users recently. Why, might you ask? Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm here with another video. And the why is Marvel Comics Fantastic Four writer Dan Slott says, fuck you if you vote for Donald Trump. So yes, Orange Man bad. Trump derangement syndrome at its finest. Basically telling roughly half the paying customer base. The key word there being paying, in that paying customer base phrase, that not only is their opinion devalued, but you are flat out telling them that whom they chose to vote for, because it is their damn right and privilege to do so, that their opinion is wrong, and adding a fuck you on top of it. So these people who would pay hard-earned money to buy the comic books you are apparently putting your heart and soul into, you're saying that you don't care about their opinion. Well, then, they don't care about buying your comic books, Danny boy. It's just as simple. You do not alienate people who will buy your products to keep your business afloat. Economy 101. Economics 101, pretty much. Anyway, let's get into this article I found on Bounding Into Comics and give my 2 cents, shall we? Alright, Marvel Comics Fantastic Four writer Dan Slott took to Twitter to attack President Donald Trump's supporters. Slott wrote on Twitter, "This administration is not on top of this emergency. They're ignoring or contradicting their own experts. People are dying." Talking about the coronavirus. Now, am I saying don't take this virus seriously? No, I'm not saying this at all, because it's a virus and it should be taken very seriously. However, the flu has killed a lot more people, and it's one thing to take a virus seriously, it's another thing entirely to start panicking and hoarding toilet paper. Just my thoughts on that. He added, and he's golfing at his resort again and profiting off of it. Well, where the fuck were you, Danny boy, when Obama was doing that? He golfed a lot, that I remember. Not a peep from your fucking side. Slott then stated, "I'm not saying fuck you for voting for him. I'm saying fuck you if you vote for him again." No, you are saying fuck you for voting for him, because I can pretty guarantee it that most likely the people who voted for him will be voting for him again. So you are basically telling them that their opinion then and now is wrong. The freedom they have to choose to vote for whomever they damn well please and keep it private is wrong. You are a fucking asshole, Danny. Voice actress Susan Eisenberg, who will be playing Sorceress in the upcoming Masters of the Universe Revelation series and previously voiced Wonder Woman and Mira, would concur with Slott writing, and yet people will vote for him again and nothing it seems will change that. It's incomprehensible and insane to me. Who cares who these people choose to vote for? Who the fuck cares? It's their right, their privilege, and their choice to keep it private and do whatever they damn well please. Aren't you people about supposedly freedom of choice? Aren't you? Slott is no stranger for going after President Donald Trump. Recently, he accused the president of putting children in cages. Remember that, people? I donated to Elizabeth Warren. I would have voted for Warren, but here's the thing. Trump puts children in cages, puts his own ego before being truthful about the coronavirus vaccine, ignores the climate crisis, self-deals with our money. Politicians typically do that. It doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum they fall on. Obama was doing the same thing. Again, not a fucking peep from your side. And is shredding our Constitution. I'll vote blue no matter who. So basically you're saying you're a lemming. Pretty much, Danny boy. He also claims that President Trump is coronavirus's best friend. The virus's best friends are Trump, his administration, and his supporters who successfully dismantled and sabotaged all our best resources for clamping down on the virus. I would bet you have no fucking clue what those best resources are, or even if they do exist. And on top of that, what control does the American administration have on other countries? Don't they have any resources of their own? What are their best resources, Danny boy? Maybe it's time to listen to the people who care more about stopping the virus than messaging about it, which is exactly what you're fucking doing, Danny. You're messaging about it. If you really cared about the virus, if you really cared about helping people, then fly your fucking happy ass over to some country that's dealing with it and find a way to help. He also accused President Trump and his administration of ripping off the Star Trek logo. Don't be distracted by the fact that Trump's administration is ripping off the Star Trek logo. That's noise. What's important, there are tapes of Trump plotting with, I never met him, Lev Parnas, where Trump tells Parnas to take her out when talking about Yovanovitch. And about that Star Trek logo, Danny boy? However, even Star Trek's own website refutes this idea. They explain, in the Star Trek universe, the Delta emblem is a direct descendant of the vector component of the old NASA and later UESPA in the logos in use during Earth space programs of the 20th and 21st century. Danny boy. Moron. And even Michael Okuda, who designed the Starfleet Command logo, explains it was inspired by NASA's emblem. The Starfleet Command seal was first seen home front in Deep Space Nine, and later in the flesh. I assume VGR is Voyager. Please forgive me down in the comments. I'm not a Star Trek fan. I watched the original series, and I watched Next Generation when it was on decades ago, right now, and I never really got into it, so I'm hoping VGR stands for Voyager, and I'm getting that right. Although the agency itself, of course, dates back to the original Star Trek series. The symbol was intended to be somewhat reminiscent of the NASA emblem. Do you fucking read, Danny boy? Or do you basically just stay within your own echo chamber? You like to accuse us of having a hive mind, and you are just full-on demonstrating how you do not have the capacity to think for yourself. Because if you did, you would have found that out before you tweeted that dumbass fucking tweet. Slott also accused President Trump of announcing to commit war crimes. Orange man bad. Twitter support. This person is using Twitter to announce that they intend on committing war crimes, things outlawed by the Geneva Convention. I would bet you don't know what's all in the Geneva Convention, Danny boy. This has to be a violation of Twitter's terms of service. You should ban this account. No, you do not get to dictate the terms to Twitter, Danny boy. Now, I don't have a loving relationship with Twitter and Twitter support right now, but they don't have to do whatever the fuck you ask them to, or demand them to. Slott would make clear that he believes President Trump's tweets were a declaration that he would commit war crimes. Policies would wreck us politically, economically, and make us less safe. This post wasn't even about the response to what happened to our embassy. It was about Trump crossing a line that no president ever should. His tweets were a declaration that he would commit war crimes. Basically saying that you are prepared to retaliate if anything else happens again is not a war crime. It's basically saying we will bomb the shit out of you if necessary because we have the means to do so. We do not want to do so, but we would do so if you push us to that ledge. That's all it's saying. What do you make of Dan Slott's comments? Well, I think he's a dumbass. I think, my personal opinion, just block him back. Don't even bother thinking that it was a mistake or anything like that, because if he can't have a civil discussion with anyone that he might disagree with, especially in this circumstance, that he's not worth your time and effort to even remotely follow, in my opinion. But that's not my decision to make. That's your decision to make. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think about him blocking 10,000 Twitter users because Trump, Orange Man bad, Trump derangement syndrome, basically? Or do you think that he's in his right to go about it this way, to say fuck you to if you vote for Donald Trump? If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share it on social media if you will. This is Mara Jade, and I'll catch you all on the dark side with another video. Take care.